but even ahead of the derby with Everton, no rest for Michael Owen.
Well, it's the land of the Giants, 4-4-2 for Gerard Houllier, but look at that back five. Kirkland, Babel, Honcho, Hyypiä and Traore. They are massive men, every one of them. Hyypiä will be happy now that he's had a little bit of a rest. He'll come back and he'll prove to Gerard that he's still as sharp as ever. In midfield, it's an interesting pack between them. There's not too much real width, but Gerard and Diao will be biting away in midfield. Murphy likes to come inside. Reether will be the one who goes down the left-hand side, and up front, Owen and Barros. They've not really become a partnership, but they can both finish with real quality.
Well, there's been chapter and verse and a few volumes more from the managers in the build-up. Gerard Houllier has had plenty of time to get his message across to his players. But he faces one of his former players in Øyvind Leonardsen, who was disappointed to miss out with Tottenham last year, didn't even make the bench for the final against Blackburn, having played in the semi-finals. It's a place in the semi-finals that is at stake. Better late than never. Let's hope it was worth the wait. I'm sure it will be. Plenty of people here who were worried that they weren't going to get back and see their children grow up. Their flasks for their half-time tea have been drained already. But here we go. Here's Lee Hendry. Frustrating for the players as much as anyone else here. Must affect the mental preparation when there is such a lengthy delay.
Loads of these players have never been involved in this sort of thing. You don't know what to do. You've warmed up once, then you're thinking, you sat down, you're thinking and you're hoping you don't pull anything, you're not so sure. You've only had a few minutes warm up now before kick-off, and I think we might see a little tentative start from one or two players.
Certainly from Villa's point of view, they need a good performance now with a lot of negative energy in the crowd. They were very disappointed with the lack of information that was being given to them about the delay and the cause of it. And it will beg the question, I'm sure, in inquiries as to how a ground that is used to staging big matches such as FA Cup semi-finals and internationals could see such a situation where they couldn't get around 40,000 people in time for kick-off. Here's Milan Baros. Now Vassell. Hitzelsberger. De La Cruz. In goes Salif Diao. Gerrard. Good strong challenge coming in on him from Mustafa Hadji, who's got a point to prove in his first appearance in the starting lineup. Sami Hyypiä there, almost getting into a spot of bother against the lively Vassell.
Well, the crowd have waited a while, so now they want to try and get behind the team, and they've got to give them something to shout about. They've got to have a good start, Villa, to make sure that they put Liverpool under pressure. The doubts that are in those Liverpool players' minds after the run that they've had, they need to keep there by pressing and pushing towards them.
There have been plenty of time for expectancy tonight, but it's just 2 weeks since this draw was made. And it is a much anticipated fixture that has a special resonance from the 70s and 80s when Villa were among the pursuers of a then dominant Liverpool in the league table. Here's Sami Hyypiä. Milan Baros with a flick on, giving Owen his first chance to run it. Samuel, who's had this late switch of role, was due to be playing at left back, but when Ronnie Johnson pulled out of the team, he moved into the centre, and this man Gareth Barry now plays at left back. And the flag has stayed down for Vassell if he can keep it in, and he has. Stefan Olsho back there to police him, however.
He uses experience well, but this fella's a clever runner. Vassell knows how to run along that line and make sure he's onside. The ball from Barry was exquisite, just into his path, maybe just drifting a little too far wide for him.
Chris Kirkland, one or two wondered if he might be rested tonight. It has been Gerard Houlier's policy throughout the Worthington Cup so far to give the deputy goalkeeper the role in these matches. But Kirkland, who's forced himself ahead of Jerzy Dudek, holds on to the shirt this evening.
It's always difficult having two top-class goalkeepers and which one to choose. I think they both prefer, if they're on top form, that the manager picks the one who's playing well. So if you're in there and you make mistakes, you expect to be dropped. You don't expect to be given a run of games and say, well, all the best, and see how you do from that situation. I think Kirkland would have preferred to have been put in when Dudek had his few howlers.
Dudek warming the bench again tonight. An uncertain moment there for the opposing goalkeeper, Peter Enkelman, who's put his team under pressure with that poor clearance. Michael Owen, forward by Babel. Now J. Lloyd Samuel, away by Stefan Onsho. This is Babel to Owen. Now Salif Diao. Traore. Steven Gerrard. Almost worked through Teresa. Challenge by Diao.
He's a good tackler. He likes to tackle, he likes to see that ball just away from him so he can get those big long legs towards that ball.
And they'll need him to be effective in that role tonight, with Hamane having suffered that shin injury at Sunderland at the weekend. More of a problem than perhaps first thought. Here's header out. He was still a bit of a doubt for this game with illness, having been rested for the match at the Stadium of Lights. Now here's Hitzelsperger, who's done so well with shots from outside the box. 3 goals in his last 4 games. Danny Murphy. Babel. Tried to find Owen. Good interception by Hadji. Now Vassell looks to get away from Onsho. Dublin's waiting in the middle, and it had to be cleared by Huppier.
Great play, he's holding him there all the time. Stefan Onsho just pulling away, and Darius Vassell having a word to the referee. I'm away, but he's tugging back at me, he's holding me. Gets away, and Sami Huppier, what a good position he's in.
Lee Hendry with a corner. Vassell has made a lively start to the game. Hitzelsperger. Melberg. Barry gets a little Villa corner.
Dion Dublin there just found himself a bit of space inside the 18-yard box, but the delivery didn't come.
Hitzelsperger's kick. Dublin. He was appealing towards Graham Barber there. I don't know if he saw a hand go up. Leonardson. De La Cruz. Cleared by Stefan Onsho. Murphy. Traore. They're just looking a little sharper in the opening exchanges. Onsho getting the free kick away. Challenge on Hadji.
Hadji's a good player, you know, if he plays to the top of his form. Well, this is the shout for handball. What's the header from Dion Dublin? Goes back down onto the arm of Salif Diao. No intention.
Looking for Dublin with the crossbar. The flag was up anyway.
That's a definite handball.
Flag had already gone up, I think, for offside against Dublin.
Well, Dimitri Traore, you just hope that he knows that this has already been given, because just watch the elbow come up. There's the ball comes into the box, as we see. Big Downs at that far post again, and there's the arm that comes up. You know, he knows he's backing in towards him, and that's reckless and stupid to say the least.
Well, it was a crazy thing for Traore to do, but as you saw there, the flag had gone up before the ball had reached him, and that is much to Liverpool's relief.
Well, they've panicked him a little bit at the back. Don't seem to have settled really well on what they're doing. They're trying to play balls down the sides of them and around the back of them.
Dublin. Hitzelsberger. Now Hadji. Hendry. And here's Mustafa Hadji again. Joao gets a foot to it. He's got through some important tackles already tonight for Liverpool. Now Owen gets the better of Samuel. Rees is up to his left. Melberg comes across. Good challenge. Cleared by Barry. That was late by Danny Murphy. And that's going to be the first card of the evening.
No message from Graham Barber. Nothing too malicious in it. He's just diving to try and win the ball, you can see, and it's no real contact, just skips over his leg. Graham decides to make his presence felt already.
It's Barry himself who takes the free kick. And here's Gerrard. Now Traore. Milan Baros. It's Murphy's ball in, cleared by Samuel. Now Hendry. Given away to Hupia. Babel. Gerrard. Baros playing it against Gareth Barry. Stefan Olscher.
Well, it's open, Rob, that's one thing for certain.
Risa. And Owen is onside. Risa's waiting in the middle. He's got the corner.
Very close that. They tried to hold the line. Samuel was the last player as this ball comes through. He goes early. Michael Owen. Samuel doesn't dive in.
Babel, whose last goal for Liverpool was in their UEFA Cup final victory, is forward for this corner which Danny Murphy takes. And Baros and Hupia there seem to get almost in each other's way, but they have got another corner out of it.
Yeah, J. Lodge Samuel does well because Honcho should be heading this into the back of there. Look, there's a header, but he heads it against the back of Samuel.
Gerrard with a kick. Hupia tries to get there and was leaning on Dion Dublin in so doing. Villa free kick.
It's going to be a clash, those two tonight. Uses his experience there. He wasn't going to win the header, just backed in enough not to allow Sami Hupia the free header.
And this is Villa's last home match before Christmas. It comes in a run of 4 home matches in the space of 14 days. It's broken here to Vassell. Can't wiggle his way through. Knocked off by Murphy. Melberg. Hadji. Traore lets it run. Show. Now Steven Gerrard. Given away to Melberg. Dublin. Cut out by Sami Hupia. Joao. Risa, who settled this fixture on the opening day of the Premiership, the opening weekend of the Premiership. This kick by Hupia, given away to Mustafa Hadji.
Too much confidence there from Sami Hupia on where to put it, but there's that ball over the top once again.
Here's Darius Vassell taking on Babel. In by Hendry. Cut out by Steven Gerrard. Barry. Now Samuel. To Melberg, who's also had his injury problems of late. There was speculation that he might have been rested had Staunton and Johnson been fit. Having Achilles problems lately. Samuel on show away. Murphy finding himself surrounded. Mustafa Hadji has really looked up for this game.
Certainly the better Villa, that's one thing for certain. Hadji in a possession more than most.
De La Cruz, Leonardson. Now Hitzelsberger.
Just needed to look up towards the middle there. Thomas Hitzelsberger just trying to force a pass that wasn't really on.
Thomas Hitzelsberger, who made his debut for Aston Villa in a 3-0 home defeat by Liverpool. Really coming back to his best now after, by his own admission, he concealed an injury from Villa staff just to carry on playing and to keep the first team shirt.
Players have done that for years and they normally get away with it, but when your form suffers, you give it a mention.
Here's Danny Murphy making room for himself. Just skimmed the side of the net.
Well, we often talk about this fella's ability just to make chances for himself. He shifts it to the side of Gareth Barry. He's never ever getting there, but look at the way he scoops his foot round this ball. It's heading towards the net, but doesn't come round quick enough.
Danny Murphy back at the ground where he made his last appearance for England against Portugal in September. Babel. Murphy. Gareth Barry.
What's to like about Aston Villa? People stereotype Graham Taylor and say he only likes the long ball. This side at the moment looks as if they can mix it, they can play when they need to, they can drop it over the back of that Liverpool back line when they have to, and this man can provide a little bit of flair for them in the centre of midfield.
Here's Barosh running into Gareth Barry, gets the throw for Liverpool.
Liverpool would have expected Villa to have started as well as this. No shots for their goalkeeper to have saved just yet. They'll be quite happy.
Babel. Challenged by Hadji. Here's Darius Vassell. Foul by Huppier, and it's going to be a little booking.
And that's an absolute nonsense from Graham Barber. Where's he supposed to go, Sammy Huppier? He's beaten by trickery and ability. He cannot then disappear. Just watch the little shimmy. There he goes, like, I can't get out of the way. It's totally impossible. Referee, just have a little word.
Two Liverpool players under pressure then from yellow cards. Huppier joins Murphy in the book. Free kick to Villa. And it's Lee Hendry taking it. It's a disappointing delivery that's easily dealt with by Gerrard. Samuel. Now Vassell. Hadji. And a build from the back with Melberg. Too long for Leonardson. Traore just gets in the way.
Use all their options, Villa, or they have started doing that way. Leonardson, the latest one to try and be involved on the right. Vassell's run down this left-hand side. Very, very good, the timing of them. And once he gets one-on-one with Honcho and Sammy Huppier, there's only one thing he wants to do, and that's run past them.
Huppier. Ivan Leonardson. Kirkland, who doesn't have too many happy memories of this ground from his experience with Coventry. It's here that the defeat led to their relegation from the Premiership. Barosh was fouled. Gerrard can deliver a mean strike, but not from this distance, surely.
Just played into the box, Robert would have thought.
It is Murphy who plays it across, looking for Sami Hyypiä. This kick there by Leonardson. Thiago got it back in, but Dublin clears. Now Gerrard. Milan Baros. And cleared by Dublin. In front of Risa.
Great feat from Baros. One thing about Gareth Barry, when you've been playing in midfield for as long as he has, you've got to be able to move your feet quick to stop these crosses. He's not quite there just yet.
Babel's throw. Click on was by Hyypiä. He's there again trying to pull it back. Murphy got his shot away that's blocked. And it's cleared by Hendry. Now Vassell. Babel. Gerrard. Cleared by Melberg. And then helped away even further by Thomas Hitzelsberger.
Hammering that right foot as well as the left. Interesting there on the long throw. Dion Dublin on the free kicks and corners is picking up Sami Hyypiä. On the throw, it was left to Gareth Barry, who won the header? Sami Hyypiä.
Here's Murphy. Good work done initially by Hendry. And then Risa is taken down, or so it seemed, but the referee says no free kick. Vassell. Barry.
Just looking for that channel ball. Gareth Barry's waiting for a run. If Darius Vassell doesn't make it, who else is going to do it? Dion's pulling the defenders away to the far post. Maybe a midfield player just coming there. Not very happy with the referee, Gerard Houllier and Phil Thompson there, as you saw. Disappointed with the tackle on Risa.
Samuel just ushering it out. Andy D'Urso, a watching referee who had a part to play in this fixture last year, unwittingly, when it was staged here on Boxing Day. Remember Peter Schmeichel's throw-out that hit him on the back and led to a goal for Jari Litmanen?
I do remember, yes. Mike Dean also alongside him. Trying to get some tips, I think, Rob. It's nice to see referees going out watching football though when they're not working. It's nice, you know, because they can assess the referee's performance, whether they would have done exactly the same on those 2 early bookings. You would hope that they would have thought differently.
Here's Hendry. Dublin looking for Vassell, and Lee Hendry's through here! And was that a penalty? It was!
Spot on, it's a rash tackle from Traore. Just catches Lee Hendry's right foot. He's no need to dive in when he does, because Hendry hasn't quite got it under control as it comes through. In the first place, why is that ball allowed to travel through to Vassell? But look at that. Lee Hendry tries to stay on his feet, but he hooks his leg inside him, up and over him, down he goes, and it's a definite penalty.
Well, Traore got away with one before from a handball, but he doesn't get away with this one. It's Darius Vassell who's stepping up to take it. Dion Dublin, remember, missed one in the first local derby against West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. Vassell takes on the responsibility to try and beat Chris Kirkland here, and does! First blood to Villa in the quarter-final, a quarter of the way through the game.
When you're in this situation, you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You've already made your mind up. You put it to his left-hand side. When you're the goalkeeper, if you go the right way, you save that because it's only a yard away from the middle.
Well, they may be England colleagues in the future, but Darius Vassell puts one past Chris Kirkland, who of course had good news from a penalty against Sunderland at the weekend, but he can't keep Vassell's out. It's Villa leading 1-0. Liverpool look to strike back instantly.
I think we give him a little bit of stick, Graham Barber, on the first two bookings. But the one thing we can say is just give the penalty, and that's sufficient. No booking after that. Well done. Now it's getting lively.
Well, it's had long enough to boil up even before the first whistle was blown by Graham Barber. He let that challenge from Oncho go without a booking. Barry's played it through here. Too long for Leonard. Here's Owen. Now Traore. Salif Joe. Gerrard. Michael Owen. Babel. Gerrard. Sami Hyypiä. Now Stefan Olsho. Seen too much of Liverpool's power of recovery from setbacks, and this is a real test now for the character of Gerard Houlliér's side, bearing in mind their recent run.
It just makes it a little bit easier for Aston Villa, whereas they now, because there's not too much width about Liverpool, that back line just comes a little bit closer, and those balls that they're trying to thread through for Barras and Owen have to be spot on, otherwise they can't get there.
A bit of nervousness on Kirkland's part. He's just been beaten from the penalty. Hendry's touch. Well, Gerard Houllier has talked about his worst month as Liverpool manager. With the poor run that they've had, just 1 point from their last 6 Premiership matches. There has been salvation in Europe in a fashion, even though they've been eliminated from the Champions League through at least to the next round of the UEFA Cup. Here's Barros going through, and he's taken down right on the edge of the area.
I think Leonardson actually nicks him, but he does go down very easy. Just watch this, Leonardson coming in from behind. Yes, he definitely nicks him.
And this is more like it for Steven Gerrard. Murphy's there too. Nice little range. Draws Liverpool level.
Absolutely magnificent. This is absolutely superb because he makes it look so simple. Look at that, it's casualness itself. It's going up, it's not that high. Hadji doesn't really jump and he flicks it and helps it into the corner. But look at how cool he is when he just flicks out from the right of the foot. Hadji with the flick on. The goalkeeper, Enkelman, no chance once it leaves Hadji's head, and it's in the far corner.
Well, Villa's lead had lasted barely 5 minutes, and Danny Murphy's wonderful free kick brings Liverpool back on terms.
Be happier now. He's got technicians of real ability in that midfield who can put the ball where they want it to. He does get a bit of luck, Danny Murphy, but if it's an inch higher, it goes in there anyway. Hadji makes sure for him.
Hadji, who just got his head to that Murphy free kick. And now Traore will be feeling a whole lot better as the culprit who gave away the penalty from which Villa got their lead. Melbourne. De La Cruz. Honcho. Sami Hyypiä. Back by Traore.
Well, just watch the determination of Steven Gerrard. Once Enkelman kicks that ball, he's read the situation already. He's taken away from Hendry. He gives it to Barros. That's where Leonardson intervenes. And then it's the free kick. We've got a great angle of it. The wall don't jump. They just help it on its way.
Danny Murphy's 6th goal of the season. And it's even Steven again in a cup tie that has started very promisingly, a very good first half hour. Hyypiä. Here goes Murphy again. Now Owen. Gerrard.
Oh, he's come alive. He's come alive. Give me the ball. Let me take responsibility. Let me move around this pitch and make things happen.
Liverpool have moved ahead in terms of having the momentum, but both attempts on target leading to goals. Played through by Hadji, cleared by Salif Diao.
Typical Salif Diao. Loves those slide and raking challenges.
Cut up by Babel. Now Vassell. Cleared by Traore. Danny Murphy.
Feet quick.
Hendry. Vassell.
Too quick on that situation.
Graham Taylor's side had the lead for just 4 minutes. Frustration for him after his side had made such a good start, but it's Danny Murphy who's cancelled out Darius Vassell's goal.
The importance of not giving free kicks away just outside the 18-yard box. We've seen so many goals this season. We have players of real ability. How do we defend against them? Do we put people on the line? Do we put a good wall up? Does the wall jump? All those theories and all those questions are always asked when the ball hits the back of the net.
Flag up there against Jalan Arisa. Liverpool have won on their last 3 visits to this ground. They're unbeaten in their last 5. Here's Leonardson. Traore's conceded a corner. Melberg has only ever scored once for Villa, coming forward for it. Hitzelsberger takes. Dublin! Good stop and well held by Kirkland.
It's amazing, isn't it? Dion Dublin picks up Sami Hyypiä on corners, but Sami Hyypiä picks up Gareth Barry on this one. That allows Dion Dublin to be left with Traore, and he gets the header in.
It was amazing that Dion Dublin didn't get a goal the weekend against West Bromwich Albion. He was denied then by some good goalkeeping by Russell Holt. Kirkland has thwarted him now. We're of course coming into this game off the back of a big neighbourly dispute, and Liverpool preparing for one this weekend.
Injury to Dion Dublin last season when he had the bad neck injury. A lot of people thought, well, maybe he's finished at the top level, but I think he's shown once again that experience, determination, and the ability to be able to still do it at a big stage like this is still with him.
Graham Taylor does seem to have settled now on the Dublin-Vassell partnership as his preferred strike force after experimentation earlier in the season. Wilbeck, Crouch and Hell amongst his other options. Here's Hadji.
I think since we've ever known Graham Taylor, it's always been a little and large partnership. And Crouch obviously got a bad injury early in the season.
Barry here is in space. He's done brilliantly. Leonardson took it away from goal.
Well, you just wonder what Leonardson's thinking of. He's got his back to goal, Leonardson. He should be waiting for this cross ball, but what about this? Look at the movement of Barry, shoves it inside, Kirkman doesn't get there, and he's facing away from the goal. Leonardson, that's what causes the problem.
Leonardson probably the wrong man in the right place. Had Vassell been there, you wonder what might have happened. Vassell's here though. Blocked by Babel.
Wonderful football from Aston Villa. Lee Hendry's ball to Barry. Barry, who's shown that he's in top form when he moves up the field. Not as comfortable at the back so far, but very comfortable.
It's Barry's cross looking for Dion Dublin, and Leonardson was again the man in the danger zone.
Don't even think about controlling it. The first thing you do once it bounces towards you, you strike it. But just not got that confidence at the moment, not even Leonardson.
Leonardson has scored a couple since his arrival here from Spurs. Jamie Carragher already warming up.
It could be a tactical change. Certainly Traore hasn't settled into the game as yet.
Samuel runs into Salif Jam. There's De La Cruz. Dublin.
Sammy Hoopier thought he was going to have an easy night tonight with Dion Dublin. We better think again.
Barry. On show. Barry again. Now Vassell. Dublin in the middle of his arm race. Stefan on show. Blocks him off.
Well, that is deliberate. No choice for Graham Barber because it's real ability this time, but this is meant. He's played it through his legs. Once he's done that, Stefan Huncho just steps in front of him. There's the yellow card. Look at this, one-on-one, it's going right through the middle, and there's the arm comes out, back into him.
That's the two central defenders on bookings now, Oncho and Hoopier. Liverpool conjured something from a free kick, and Villa do likewise. Hendry is there, so too Thomas Hitzelsberger. It's Hendry who takes, and it skims off a Liverpool head.
Brilliant ball in. Sammy Hoopier has to deal with it. Can't trust heading it back into the play, can only help it on its way.
Hitzelsberger with the corner. Hadji! And again! Blocked on the line! John Arnorisa really got it in the midriff the second time. Cleared this time by Hoopier. Sharp reactions from Hadji. Two attempts blocked.
Great movement from Hadji. Everybody looking towards Dublin. And he's just left with a free running header, and he's unlucky with a shot. Well played, Kirkland.
Here's Samuel. Barry. Hadji. What a chance.
Oh, watch his movement. Just look at that run. There's nobody picking him up. There's the header. It bounces back to him. Hits it first time. And brilliant defending from John Arnorisa. I thought it was Kirkland with the block, but watch him just get something in the way. And then he gets lucky because it bounces off Big Dion Dublin's head.
Well, Marcus Babbel is going straight to the dressing rooms, having been replaced by Jamie Carragher.
Well done the manager. He's seen the problem. Darius Vassell 2 or 3 times down this left-hand side has got in those situations. Marcus has not taken it too well, and that's what the manager's paid for, to make those decisions. He needs to stop those runs of Vassell down this left-hand side, and Gareth Barry, the people who've been getting in, and he trusts Carragher to do the business for him.
He does not like those shows of indiscipline. Gerard Houllier runs a tightly knit ship. I just wonder what his feelings are at that, or not taking the traditional handshake.
Well, some players you get disappointed with it. Sometimes it's managers can accept it because you know that they're disappointed to have actually gone off. You know, and maybe say to him next time, don't show a bit of dissent because it looked bad on me. Now I'm going to have to clamp down on you.
He's been very forceful about the team needing to stick together through this less than smooth spell of results they've had. Dublin. Hendry.
Tony Difflin, please contact the Aston reception. Thank you.
Cut out by Gerard. Here's Gareth Barry. Dublin. Gerard again. Away by Barry. Risa. Michael Owen. Danny Murphy. Away from Barry. Owen was free for a moment there. De La Cruz got across to him though and did an effective job. Carragher. Barosh.
He's getting beaten very easily, Gareth Barry, down this side. Murphy really shifts that ball very quickly and not allowing him to get tackles in, but when he moves into the opponent's half, Gareth Barry, he looks like a Rolls Royce.
Here's Barosh. Vassell. Now De La Cruz. Got more cup action for you coming up tomorrow, 7:30, SkySports 1, the FA Cup second round replay between Carlisle and Scunthorpe. Chance to win a third round tie against Leeds. Here's Gareth Barry. Hadji. Hendry let it run. He stayed on his guard.
Too easy though. Too easy for Hadji to play that ball into players' feet in and around the box. Saleh Jow, get a little bit tighter maybe. Once again, look, so easy just from a throw. That's simple, so simple.
Vassell wins the corner. Villa are finishing the half strongly. Well ahead on the corner count. Melberg again joining the attack for this one. Hendry the taker. Dublin climbs and Kirkland just gets his fist to it.
Well done the goalkeeper. Great ball in from Hendry. Looking for that big target man, Dublin, and Kirkland, as you said, Rob, in the right place at the right time. Wasn't put off at all by Dublin.
Carragher. Here's Dublin. Hendry, Haji, Murphy. Gerrard being held back by Dion Dublin.
No movement from Sami Hyypiä at the moment. He's just on his way now. Realises only a minute or so to go. Get yourself in there. Dion Dublin will be keeping an eye out for him.
His kick went across to Hyypiä. I think he was surprised that it got as far as him. So with Joe in front of him, he had been expecting to claim it. Here's Olsho. Now Hyypiä. 2 minutes of added time in the first half.
2 minutes added time. 2 minutes added time.
Jam. Traore. Led off by Risa. Traore again. Jazz ball in, looking for Barosh. Cleared though by Samuel. Now Gerrard. Risa with the flick. Barry clears the lines for Villa.
Just dropped off Aston Villa. Saying to Liverpool, come at us.
And the flag had stayed down there for Owen. Barry got across to Barros late. Murphy with the efforts just over.
Well, this fella's vision is absolutely remarkable. He just thinks about the goalkeeper's maybe 5 yards off his line, so when it comes back to me, I'm just going to try and lift it up over the top of him. Enkelman just looks up, hopes that it doesn't drop quickly, and it doesn't.
Villa have already been given a demonstration of his vision from the free kick. Very nearly a goal before the break to give Liverpool the advantage. Risa. Away by Melberg. De La Cruz.
It's the first lull that we've had in the game, Rob. It's gone a little bit quiet now. I think everyone's waited so long for a cup of tea that they've gone early.
Cup of cocoa normally this time of night, isn't it?
Bollocks.
Same to you. Anyway, we are at half-time. The foul on Lee Hendry led to the penalty. Jimmy Traore gave it away. And Darius Vassell kept his cool to beat Chris Kirkland from the spot. But Danny Murphy with a free kick, 4 minutes later, pulled Liverpool level. We said, would it be worth the wait? You bet it has been. 1-1 at half-time.
Yes, it has been. An hour and 20 minutes we had to wait, but the players are delivering. We'll have the thoughts of Ray and Roy after the break.
A problem, and you think you can solve that, then Gerrard's made the right decision. Players have got to accept that the manager's in charge, and if it makes the right impact with Callaghan coming on, then it's right.
Right, let's see what's going to happen in the second 45. What's Danny got in store for us? It's back to Chris and Rob.
Goal from Danny Murphy, the first goal Villa have conceded in the competition this season. One or two people here, incidentally, might be seeking a hitchhiker's guide to Spaghetti Junction at the end of this game, because local trains from the nearby Whitton station, the last ones, leave at 10 to 11 tonight.
Taxi is going to make a killing tonight, Rob. I think I'll be doing a little bit of work myself.
Danny Murphy going through his free kick again with Graham Barber. First time in this season's competition that Villa have played Premiership opponents. They saw off Luton, Oxford and Preston without conceding a goal. Danny Murphy, though, found a way through. Away we go then in the second half. A place in the semi-finals at stake. And for one of these teams, it will be a record 12th appearance in the semi-finals. They've both been in the last 4 on 11 previous occasions. Indeed, they are the most successful clubs in this particular competition. 15 appearances in the final between them. That all comes of having shown it great respect throughout the years. Here's Gareth Barry. And Gerrard. Olaf Melberg. Hitzelsberger. Away goes Vassell. Alsho making the tackle, getting the ball. Judgment has to be spot on for both Alsho and Huppier in this second half. They're both on yellow cards. Hendry. It's got away from Hadji this time.
Well, he would have earned his corner at half-time. He would have been saying to his players, you've picked the game up in that second half. Now let's try and get some width about our game. Let's get the ball to Risa, who didn't see too much of it in the first half. And Murphy on that right, you just keep doing what you're doing, popping up inside every now and then.
Well, Gerard Houllier has apparently taken a softly approach with his players in view of the recent run. They know there's a ruthless streak to him and they have to perform to high levels of expectation if they're to stay on the Anfield payroll. Here's Hitzelsberger.
Graham would have been delighted with his side in the first half, and it would have been just a situation where saying, well, keep going, you're playing well, you're doing the right things. You're unfortunate with the goal because a master craftsman has beaten you, but apart from that, I've got no complaints.
Amazingly, for all the success these two have had in the League Cup, it's the first time they've ever met in the competition. Here's Traore's throw. Now Owen being hassled and harried by Øyvind Leonardsen. And Michael Owen, a little overzealous in seeking protection from Graham Barber. I think he thought about a caution for dissent there.
A little bit too passionate there.
It's Gerrard who's curled it in, and it skims all the way through. Barosh among those looking to apply a polished touch.
Well, they don't come in any better than this. He's just saying to those players, somebody get a touch to this because it's perfect. How many people have got chances and opportunities to get it, and everybody misses it.
Too far in front of Milan Barosh in the end, but it really was a sweet and inviting ball that was played in. Hadji keeps it in spectacularly. Here's Vassell. Hadji again. He has looked like a man with a point to prove tonight. Good cross, Leonardsen going for it. Risa beats Hitzelsberger to the punch, and it's Gerrard who's emerged with it, and he wanted Barosh further advanced than he was. He was telling him to get forward, although Barosh was obviously acutely aware of how high the Villa line was.
I'm not too sure he knew where to run there, Rob. He seemed to be just thinking, where do I go from this situation? And Gerrard, even though he was pointing where he wanted him to go, he still didn't make the move. Yeah, he accepts the situation now. Didn't do you any favours there, Steven Gerrard.
Melberg. Hadji. They've made a good forward run. It's cut out by Salif Jao. Now Carragher. Went all the way to penalties for Liverpool in their last game against Ipswich. Jamie Carragher, one of their scorers from the spot in the shootout. If it goes that far, it will be the first ever Worthington Cup match staged over 2 days. Leonard's will push in the back of John Arisa. Traore. Risa. Now Salif Jao. Well, it was opening up for him, but his shot goes well wide in the end.
To have a go, didn't he, when it opened up for him? He's not too pleased when he saw the end product. I think his face says it all there with that shot. Just beginning to assert once again. Steven Gerrard, more influential than Lee Hendry was in the first half at the start of the second.
Hupia. Stefan Olsho. Sami Hupia. Risa looking to get away from Ulysses de la Cruz, who's still very much learning that right back role. Oh, that's given away by Melberg to Murphy. Michael Owen. Now Carragher. Gerrard, is he going to hit one? Hendry ensures that he can't get his shot away.
Just getting men behind the ball, Villa, rather than trying to chase after it and win it back, just allowing Liverpool the initiative at the moment.
Owen. Leonardson. Almost given away to Risa. Samuel finds Hadji. Marcel. Hadji again. Away by Stefan Olsho and cleared by Murphy. This is Owen. Converged upon by Barry and Samuel. Good committed stuff this from the home side. Hupia away. And then Salif Jao clears. Villa being urged on. Big night atmosphere that players enjoy, people like Michael Owen relish.
Great tackle from Samuel, wasn't it? It's just Barry who comes in from the other side who maybe catches him a little bit. That's the one, take the ball on the man. In that order.
Gerrard. Risa, now was that with the arm? Graham Barber's let him carry on here. Milan Baros. Yes! They've come from 1-0 down to lead, but Villa will ask questions about the possible handball in the build-up to that.
Yeah, does it just bounces up on John Arisa. Referee Graham Barber looking straight at the situation, but after that it's all about this fella Barros, because talk about putting balls in the corner of nets away from goalkeepers, giving them no chance. Here's the ball from Gerrard, watch it just bounce up there, definitely looks as if it's hit that right arm, then he lays it off to Barros. One movement of the ball forward, it's through the legs once again, and the goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance. Yes, it's definitely that bounce up there, plays it into his feet. Is there any problems with the defending in this situation? Just as Samuel comes across, it goes through his legs.
Liverpool ahead for the first time in the contest, and Milan Baros, who's got his 8th of this season, really had to bide his time before getting his first team opportunity at Anfield. But he's rewarded Gerard Houlliér's faith in him with regular goals now. He scored in the 3rd round win over Southampton, and he's done it for Houllier again.
There's a lot of resolve about them in this second half, the way that they've started the game.
Here's Baros once more. And he's got away from Hadji this time, runs into Samuel. Hendry. De La Cruz. Hadji. Leonardson can't keep it in.
Character now from Villa, they've got to show it. This tie is not over with yet. They never started this second half the way they did the first, but they've still got time to pick it up.
Murphy. Stefan Anjou. Samuel. Now Hitzelsberger. This a real test of Villa's recent revival now. De La Cruz. Hopia lets it go.
Well, the only thing you can say, if it is handball, he doesn't move his arm towards the ball, he just puts it down there low. Definitely hits the inside of his arm and the side of his chest, and then he plays it through to Baros. And just watch this, there's only one thing in his mind, that move forward. How unlucky is Samuel as he comes across, but Enkelman can't see it until late, and it's too late.
Here's Hendry. De La Cruz. Leonardson. Hitzelsberger. Leonardson tackled fairly by Traore. Gerrard kept it in. Gets it back from Owen. Dublin. Hitzelsberger. Hitzelsberger's gone down heavily. Samuel. And Barry. Hitzelsberger is now back on his feet. This is Vassell. And cleared by Carragher. De La Cruz. Melberg.
Go. There's no real quality about their play, Villa, at the moment, but they've just upped that tempo a little bit.
De La Cruz. Hitzelsberger. And away by Traore, only to Hitzelsberger. Gerrard going in. The challenge on Ulysses De La Cruz. Villa throw. Vassell. Now Gerrard. Closed down by Vassell first and gets away from Leonardson. Samuel. Now Hadji. Gareth Barry. Hadji once again. Deflected. It's a Villa corner.
Well, the crowd are happy because they're having a go. Basically everybody's trying their best to make something happen.
Dublin.
Not liking Big Dion. Once he got free there, you would have expected that to have spun in towards the goal.
Taylor with coach John Dean, the winner of this competition with Villa in the 70s. Liverpool have 7 attempts to Villa's 5. And Villa ahead on target. Both of Liverpool's attempts have led to goals.
Might just be thinking about a change, you know, because they've not really got going in the second half. No shots at goal to speak of.
Leonard's punching challenge with Traore. It's Murphy who helps it through. Risa just beaten to it by Thomas Hitzelsberger. De La Cruz.
Ball hardly travelling to 3 players before there's a tackle going in, and it's a real mean tackle at the moment. Whoever's putting it in.
Players on both sides really giving everything. De La Cruz hoping to usher it out. Hitzelsberger. De La Cruz. Now Melberg. Samuel.
Just look at that back line of Liverpool's there. They've just dropped off. They're not allowing that ball to be played down the sides as they were in the first half. Just allowing themselves the luxury of giving Vassell no space to run into.
De La Cruz. Dublin. He did well to recover his footing there. Hendry. He's got caught, advantage played. It was Hoopier's challenge, and he's on a booking, remember. Barry getting into a dangerous area and hit away, finally off Barry.
Well done, Graham Barber. At last, seeing the sense of it. He does catch Lee Hendry. Sammy Hoopier. He's not going back to something out of nothing.
Just as well for Hoopier, who was booked in the first half. Here's Hitzelsberger, urged to shoot now by the Villa fans if he's 50 yards away from goal. Such is his reputation.
Just turn it into a cup tie, Aston Villa. Their fans as well, the players on the pitch. They know they're not knocking the ball around sweetly as they were before, but they're trying, they're having a go, they're pushing Liverpool back. Liverpool on the other side of it are just happy at this moment in time to see this through.
Barry. Hadji. J. Samuel. Cleared by Stefan Olsho. Now Samuel to Hadji. Vassell. Good work. Trying to force it through for Hendry. Cleared by Traore. Now Steven Gerrard has Barosh up ahead of him, and Risa out to the left here. It's John Arne Risa.
Steven Gerrard's everywhere at the moment. He's back helping his defenders, he's supporting the front players as well. Really blossomed in this second half.
He had that dip in form and the criticism from his manager, did Steven Gerrard, but he's flourishing again now.
He's comfortable, he's happy when he's playing centre midfield. Sometimes doesn't like to be stuck out on that wide. Interchanges really well with Danny Murphy. Murphy's one of those players, you stick him anywhere and he'll give you a performance.
Now Vassell. By Murphy, but Vassell is penalised. Liverpool free kick. Beyond belief, isn't it, Chris, that after Liverpool's poor recent run, some fans seem to be calling for Gerard Houlier's head.
It's the nature of football, Rob, unfortunately these days, and it's the way it is. You know, the problems that Gerard faces is the old Liverpool side. Everybody remembers the championships that they've won, and until he wins a championship, I'm not too sure whether they're going to be satisfied.
Here's Barosh. Now Gerrard. Away by Samuel. Gerrard again. Salif Jam to Carragher.
He's dictating Steven Gerrard. They're not taking too much notice of him. Hitzelberger and Hendry trying to concentrate on their own game. They might just pay heed just to sit in there for 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, hope Marcus Babbel has made friends after his stormy exit in the first half.
He's sat on his own there, Rob. Nobody wants to know him. It's a simple situation where disappointed, and sometimes you show it the wrong way, but at least Gerard Houllier knows that he didn't come out here tonight to try and play poorly.
Here's Michael Owen. Good challenge by Samuel Murphy.
He always weighs up his options before he does things. This time I think he's thought outside of the right boot. I can see it drifting into that right hand side of Henkelman, but he gets underneath it and up and over it goes.
Danny Murphy, who scored a couple here in a league victory for Liverpool nearly 2 years ago. One already to his credit tonight. Here's Barosh, who's also got one to his credit. Taking on Melberg. And Gerrard's through! And if anyone deserved a goal, Steven Gerrard did! It's Liverpool's third on the night. It might take them into the last 4 of the Worthington Cup.
Well, when you need a man to grow in stature because you want a performance from him, Steven Gerrard has done this second half. If anybody on the pitch has deserved anything from tonight, this fella deserves it for this performance. Look how deep he's run. He's in his own half when this ball comes along. He knows that if anything happens, I'll get on the end of it. And when he does get on the end of it, just watch the finish, because he drives it low and hard. It's into that far corner. Henkelman, no chance. What a goal, what a finish, what a man.
Well, he's responded in the right way to any perceived criticism of him, Steven Gerrard. And he's made it a real uphill struggle for Villa now. Barely a quarter of the game left. And Villa could be exiting in the quarter-finals. Gerrard, he's really stamped his mark on it. Murphy, Barosh looking to get the better of Melberg, but that was a good, positive challenge from the Villa defender. And having said that, Barosh has gone down and stayed down. Hadji. Liverpool want the ball played out. Here's De La Cruz. He's got away from Huppier. Andrew was waiting to line one up, but it didn't fall for him. Risa. Owen. Pursued by Dion Dublin. Traore. Barosh is up again, but still not looking too comfortable. And the ball hasn't gone out for Liverpool to get any treatment to him since the injury in that clash with Melberg. It's the 4,000 or so Liverpool fans who are making most of the noise. Hendry, Dublin, Gareth Barry, Vassell, Kirkland denies him, Leonardson looks to get there, and it's Traore away.
Traore played 2 parts in that. And the first one was crucial because just as he's about to pull the trigger, Vassell, Traore intervened.
Villa have taken the knock of the third goal on the chin and are looking to give themselves hope here. Dion Dublin, Vassell, and Leonardson is blocked. He's still throwing everything at this, and there may be a storm to ride for Liverpool.
With Dion's heading ability, why doesn't he just go for goal? Looking for his strike partner. This is the earlier chance. Great ball from Gareth Barry, and just watch Traore's part in this. He comes from behind him. There's a little toe poke towards his goalkeeper, and his keeper helps him out.
And that contribution from Jimmy Traore may well help to erase the memory of the first half giveaway of the penalty for which he was responsible. but from which Liverpool have come back magnificently. Melberg's kick. Barry. Hadji. Now Gerrard. Samuel there covering. Here's Hadji. Losing out to Steven Gerrard.
Really got going, hasn't he?
Well, Owen had got the right side of De La Cruz then, but unfortunately for Liverpool, he was offside.
It's an enormous performance this is from Steven Gerrard.
And when will the time for a gamble with Engel come for Graham Taylor? Melberg. Hadji. This is Gareth Barry. Hadji again. Dublin looks to get in front of Huppier, doesn't fall for Hendry. Here's Hitzelsberger being urged to shoot! And he does with the right result! And it's game on again! And it's Thomas Hitzelsberger again with another special!
Well, there's hardly any backlift in this. Even though he's invited to shoot, I think the Liverpool players have thought, well, go on, do it. You've not really got to run at this. Try and hook it in towards that net. He does. He takes it early once again. I don't think Kirkland can see it till late. There's two, maybe three bodies. Huppier and Dublin in his way. And Traore for good.
Well, what a cracker from Thomas Hitzelsberger. His fourth in 5 games and all of them from outside the box. And that's really given Villa genuine hope now.
Well, what a lift, because that's something out of nothing. It really is, because they were dead and buried. Gerrard was running the show, ably assisted by the hard-working Michael Owen. And now all of a sudden the picture changes. And that word I was looking for was for good measure. Traore was in the way.
We knew what you meant. Huppier. Tangle with Vassell. Salif Jau. Danny Murphy. Samuel. Gareth Barry. Hadji. Vassell. Given away. Hitzelsberger, man of the moment again. Hendry out to De La Cruz. 6 in all around the box for Villa here, and he gets it in. Barosh. It's gone away from him. Gareth Barry. Hadji. Leonardson. Dublin had come close. Salif Jau away. Michael Owen. Great run from Owen. And he's found Milan Barosh, who's got one already. And there's a slip there and a good recovery from Olaf Melberg.
That's a run from Owen. Look at this now, this is end-to-end stuff. Villa got the bit between the teeth now and really going to have a go.
Good late night fare. Temperatures plummeting, which may be the reason for one or two players being a little unsure on their feet. But here's Gareth Barry, staying steady, finding Hendry, quickly closed down by Gerrard. What a big player for Liverpool he's been tonight. Now Murphy. Barosh. And away by Samuel.
Good ball from Barros there. Murphy saying, just give it to me, feet. Playing it into space, giving the defender a chance to go and get it. And Samuel duly obliged.
Liverpool making a change. It's time for Emil Heskey to come on. Michael Owen is the man making way.
Owen's just got better and better as this second half's going on. I think another one who might spit the dummy out when he comes up. I don't think he will, but he would be entitled to.
Normally a player who takes the highs and lows of the game with great equanimity, Michael Owen. And it's Emil Heskey who's on to take his place. Do we say this, but the next goal really is crucial. Gerrard. The next goal will be crucial because of the last one.
Well, when you possess power and accuracy like Tom Hitzelsberger does, look at this, he takes it very early, hardly any movement, but look at that, it's like an arrow into that far corner. Kirkland's not happy.
Here's Vassal. And he's taken down there. And there are Villa fans here baying for a card for Sami Hyypiä, which would have seen his expulsion, but Graham Barber keeps his cards in his pocket.
Absolutely, no need for it at all. Like I said, if he hadn't have put himself in that situation in the first half, we wouldn't even be talking about it.
Hendry to take the free kick then for Villa. Safe hands from Kirkland.
Just when you need a quality ball in, just too close to the goalkeeper there from Lee Hendry. Just relieves the pressure for Liverpool.
Flurry of anticipation around Villa Park. The crowd here can see Juan Pablo Angel ready for action. Given away by Dublin to Risa. And Traore closed down by Vassal, who's worked hard tonight. De La Cruz. Now Hitzelsberger. Melberg. Will Graham Taylor take one of his strikers off? Or
I think Hadji's been quiet in the second half. Rob, I think he did really well in the first half. I would have thought he'd go with the three strikers.
it's Steven Gerrard! Pushed away by Enkelman, but Olaf Melberg got there so quickly. Salif Jau. Heskey. Now Hitzelsberger. Barry.
Oh, what a cup tie. Really is a special game.
Hitzelsberger on. It's Mustafa Hadji. Great work! Oh, it was very nearly a wonderful goal.
Fantastic ability. Real quality. Mustafa Hadji knows exactly what he's doing when he moves this ball away from his marker. Hencho's the man that dives in, and it's hooking it up and over and into that far corner. He gets the power. What he doesn't get is the direction and wide it goes.
Well, Hadji stays on. It's De La Cruz who's come off, and Juan Pablo Angel is on.
Well, if you was thinking about taking Hadji off after that, you do leave him on.
At the moment, Aston Villa are 11 minutes away from exiting the Worthington Cup. But it might be late, but put off climbing the stairs to bed. It might be worth the wait.
Well, Leonardson's just dropped into the right back spot, vacated by De La Cruz. And Juan Pablo Angel has gone up alongside Dion Dublin. And Darius Vassell will have a free roll up there.
Barry's cross. Here's Emil Heskey. Now Barosh to Gerrard.
got the lot, this fella. He really has got the lot. He is the perfect midfield player. And when you see a performance like this from him tonight, he is almost untouchable. He is everything to that Liverpool team tonight. A real colossus.
Leonardson. Melberg. Barry. Here's Samuel. Traore away. This is Hitzelsberger. Now Hadji. It's Barry's cross. Angel climbs. Made by Sami Hyypiä.
Traore's done well. After his lapses in the first half, first 20 minutes, he wondered whether he might be the man to make way. It was Babel. Since then, Traore's come on really strong. Just enough to put Juan Pablo and Geloff there in the box.
Away goes Hadji. There were a lot of questions about the commitment of Villa players earlier in the season when one or two malcontents were suggesting there was a lack of ambition at this club. But Graham Taylor has somehow turned it around from that defeat by Southampton here when supporters at this club were calling for his head. Here's Heskey. And now John Arnorisa. Salif Jau. Carragher. Gerrard. Cut out by Melberg. Gerrard again. Like a band leader, Gerrard is trying to point the way for his colleagues as well.
He's just dominating the play, isn't he? He's just dictating everything that Liverpool do.
Another change. Mark Kinsella coming on. Lee Hendry comes off.
26, Mark Kinsella.
Risa. Melberg. There's Stefan Olsho. Mustafa Hadji. Lowering. Liverpool in no rush to return the ball. To Barry. Moves it through to Vassell. Dion Dublin! Yes! They have done it! 3-1 down, 3-all, a remarkable fight back.
Well, big players, big occasions, big hearts, big everything. That's what Villa have been since they went down to 3-1, and how could Liverpool allow it? You don't let this fella move inside the 18-yard box on his own. Is he offside when the Vassell ball is played? You have to say he is, because he then moves back to an onside position. But once it bounces in front of him, Dion Dublin, the left foot, the trusty left foot, it comes off Stephen Henjo's foot, and in it goes.
He scored in every round of the Worthington Cup so far this season. That's 5 goals in 4 games in the competition for Dion Dublin. But that is a massive goal for him and for Aston Villa.
Well, you just wonder where it would have went when it left that left foot. It hit Stephen Henjo and it went in.
Gerrard! Wonderful save. Barosh is there! And the angle's too difficult for him.
Well, talk about a player who's got everything. Talk about a player who's on top form. Talk about a player who can hit a ball like this from 25 yards. Look at the power. Henkelman gets in the way and Barros can't get the rebound.
Just over 5 minutes to go. It's gripping, compelling stuff. may have been a very late start. At this rate we are heading for a very late finish as well. Murphy. And from a neutral point of view, you want extra time. From Gerard Houlliers, he doesn't. They've got a very important match at the weekend to consider, as has Graham Taylor, of course.
This team have done him proud. They've not played as well in the second half as they did in the first, but through sheer guts and determination from a game that looked beyond them, they're back in it.
Villa go to Chelsea at the weekend. Chelsea learned last night all about the disappointment of going out at this stage of the competition, so close to the final. Now that they are again within touching distance of a place in the semi-finals, neither of these sides will want to give it up too readily. Gerrard.
Well, he had to give one away at some stage in this second half, and we've waited 85 minutes for him to do it.
By Øyvind Leonardsen. Kinsella. Barry. Dublin's layoff to no one in particular, away by Sami Hyypiä. Steven Gerrard again. Can he muster one more effort to get Liverpool a winner in normal time? Heskey lets it run. Now Risa. It's Danny Murphy! Too high.
Well, where was this ball going when it left the Dublin's left peg? We shall see as soon as he hits it there. Where's it going? It's not going towards the goal, but it is as soon as it's Stephen Henshaw.
Kinsella, Dublin again. Hadji. Leonardson's ball. Here's Dublin. Angel gets into good position. Quickly closed down though. And Liverpool very cute and quick to get to it.
Because they played so deep to stop the pace of the Cell in that first half. Went very, very deep in this second half, and now they can't seem to get out.
The referees had difficulty communicating how much time stoppage is left with the noise being made here at the moment. Here's Barry. Right across and heading behind by Jimmy Traore.
Well, how has he conjured that cross, Gareth Barry? Gets it in superb.
Well, the last train has just left the local Whitton station. You don't see anybody leaving this ground though. They're anticipating quite a finale. Clear to Risa. Here's Samuel. Now Melbourne. Dublin, well, who was most at fault there? It's gone against Dublin for backing into Stefan Onsho.
As you said, Rob, could have gone either way.
Milan Baros. Murphy. Risa calling for it. Header away is by Leonardson. Leonardson runs into Emil Heskey, who got the final touch. Villa throw. Vassell. Hadji. Beaten off it by Heskey, fairly, said the referee. Gerrard. Murphy. Steven Gerrard. Murphy can't force it through the first time, does the second. Milan Baros forced wide. Samuel keeping a close check on him, but he's got away. And Kinsella covers.
Turn from Barros there.
3 minutes of stoppage time. Still time to win it. Sami Hyypiä has thrown forward for the throw. Dublin has come all the way with him. Away by Barry, and then by Hitzelsberger. Vassell looks to come deep for it, but doesn't get there. And that eases the pressure on Villa. The ball from Risa.
He must be upset. He must have thought that Liverpool had won the game at 3-1.
Could be a pivotal game in Liverpool's season this. Bearing in mind the bad run they've had domestically anyway. Can they emerge from it with pride and character intact, having seen a 3-1 lead frittered away? Murphy. Gerrard. Could be in here, Steven Gerrard. Danny Murphy! Absolutely extraordinary. It looks as though they've hit the jackpot in injury time. Melberg shakes his head in disbelief. A Danny Murphy double, and Liverpool look to be going through to the last 4 now.
Well, it's not a one-man performance because he's needed his assistants, and one of those his assistants knows where the back of the net is. It's that man there, Danny Murphy. Stephen, you do all the donkey work and then I'll help you out. Just watch the ability here. Turns around, spins in, Samuel goes to ground, then he hooks it back across. Get a bit of luck, and once that comes out to Murphy, you know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to nestle in the back of the net. He doesn't get too many chances inside the 18-yard box, but when he does, they finish like that.
Surely not another recovery left in Villa, is there? Well, you wouldn't bet against it. They've shown an unquenchable spirit so far. There's probably just about a minute left. 4-3.
Well, as a manager, you go through every emotion. Gerald Hyypiä, mixed emotions to those of Graham Taylor.
Kinsella's ball. Now Dublin. Now Vassell looks to get into the box. Well, he was inviting a challenge. The clock's against Villa, but do they have another recovery left in them here? It's Hadji with the throw. Melberg helps it back. Cleared by Gerrard. This has to be Liverpool's last act of defiance, and they may just have held out for time. Vassell's ball wide.
Just look at him, he can't believe it. He was settling down for extra time. This fella will tell you afterwards, he always believed that his players would conjure something. Phil Thompson there, look, very animated on the side.
Heskey. Time buying very much an option for Liverpool now, very much a necessity. Hadji. Dublin loses his footing. Now it's Hitzelsberger, man who has plenty of ammunition on what he's shown so far. Gareth Barry. Kinsella. Blocked by his own man. Cleared by Traore. Check on the watch from Graham Barber. Ball by Samuel. It's John Arnorisa. It's Milan Baros. And Murphy going for the hat-trick now. What a glorious finish that would have been.
He's got a lot more chances than he normally gets in a game tonight. He's forward running and he's forward thinking. He's there for everybody to see.
Graham Barber's checked both watches. Liverpool are into the last four of the Worthington Cup after a momentous quarter-final decided by an injury time goal from Danny Murphy. 2 goals from Murphy in the end, giving them a 4-3 victory, but only after a valiant performance from their opponents Villa, who came back from 3-1 down to level at 3-3 thanks to Dion Dublin, who cannot believe it. He saw glory in the opportunity of a semi-final appearance in this competition, but it was cruelly taken away from him as Liverpool kept on battling to the end, and no wonder Gerard Houllier, after their recent poor run, wears a beaming smile. It was a late kick-off. Was it worth the wait? You absolutely bet it was. Dublin brought it back to 3-3. Villa, of course, had taken the lead in the first half through Vassell's penalty, but then Murphy and Barosh and Steven Gerrard made it 3-1 to Liverpool. Hitzelsberger and Dublin pulled it back to 3-3 before Murphy's decisive strike. But that will tell you a lot about Liverpool. They may have been down on their haunches after their recent run, but they found it within themselves, despite seeing that lead whittled away, to come back, and how.
Fantastic. This is between whatever it said on that flag there. Insanity and genius is measured only by success.
And the dividing line between success and failure is so very, very thin. It might have been a different story for Phil Thompson and Gerard Houllier, but the night is theirs. It has been a truly compelling night, and it has finished Aston Villa 3, Liverpool 4.
Goodness me, that was quite something, wasn't it? And there is more to come, because we have the draw live for the semi-finals in just a few moments' time, and it's Liverpool who go into the hat with Blackburn, Manchester United and Sheffield United. Well, Carlisle and Scunthorpe have got some way to go to match tonight's entertainment. That's tomorrow, FA Cup second round replay from 7:30 on Sky Sports 1. And then from the Nationwide League over the weekend, Saturday 5:30 on 1, Coventry against Derby, and on Sunday at midday, also on Sky Sports 1, Rotherham take on Crystal Palace, who went out of the Worthington Cup at Sheffield United last night, of course. Well, Roy Evans and Ray Houghton don't mind the fact that they've gone past their bedtimes. Remarkable stuff. We'll look back at it all after the break. The game that never started, threatened never to end, until Danny Murphy lashed home that injury time winner.